again, looking real close. Lots of oxidation. When this is over, we're lucky there'll be no oxidation. Hey folks, welcome back to another weekend of aviation restoration with my 1979 Aerostar 601P that's been sitting in this hangar for the last 17 years. Today we have a few things to do. I got some new special cleaner to try and get all of the grime off of the landing gear. I got a fancy new roller seat to build to help me do that. Over here, shiny chrome fire extinguisher to replace the aged out unit to make it airworthy. Some filters and some other things that you'll see later on. So let's get to it. All right, this is a fancy one that goes up and down and has this tool collection underneath. I didn't realize that it came pre-assembled with the wheels. Very nice. Go Harbor Freight. It looks like it's as simple as that. Well done, Harbor Freight. I think this was $32.99. $32.99, basically assembled out of the box. Harbor Freight for the win. I really need a box cutter. I think I learned my lesson, but alas, I have not. I'm even a big proponent of ceramic knives, ceramic box cutters. So you would think I'd have one. Oh, there it is, a nice shiny chrome fire extinguisher. 2.5 pound unit. That's to replace this unit, which was made in 1979, or 78, excuse me. 1978. All right, we'll open that up later. In the meantime, I'm gonna take this out. So as my attempts to use ZEP 505 failed to really have much of an effect on that, I asked some pilot buddies what they recommend, and they said go to the dollar store and get Totally Awesome, and that's all you need. And for $1, I can't say no to that. So we're gonna give that a try. There's some new gloves here. And then on top of that, I have a special aluminum deoxidizer in the purple from California Custom to get those spinners nice and shiny. Dirty, 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 dirty. Nasty. So we're gonna do that one next. But at the moment, we're gonna have a little fun. So I'm tired of hunching down there. These spinners, well, if I get up close, you can see. This is aluminum oxidation. These are metal. They're not chromed. And you can't just clean these, you need to treat them chemically. So I bought something special for it. And it's a multi-step process. I especially want to clean this because as these pistons go up and down, there's a gasket in here that's supposed to prevent gunk from going up into it. But this is so caked onto it that I don't even see that gasket working. It's more likely the gasket probably, their life limits anyways, is going to be damaged. So we want to clean this up as much as we can and get this nice and shiny and not have any of this build up on it anymore. All right. Definitely is just taking some elbow grease, but this is coming off. Look at me, I'm becoming a professional airplane detailer with all these tricks over here. Now at some point I'm gonna jack this wing up, take this entire wheel assembly off, take the wheel assembly apart, clean one I'm keeping, throw away one I'm not, put new wheels and tubes on here. This is all 20-year-old grease that's on here. All right, so we got this nice and clean. I'm gonna work on this up here. All right, so to show everybody what we did here. So these were very dirty. And where we were worried about it is down here. We want this piston to be nice and clean so we don't gunk up the interior and have to have an expensive repair. A lot of old grease and dirt and debris. Now it's gone. Now it's not perfect. We'll get this perfect when we paint it. But we go on to the other side here. Very shiny. Shiny, 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 clean. All right, one of the things about sitting for 17 years is that these spinners here looked really, really poor condition. They're perfectly fine underneath, but there's a lot of oxidation on the surface. What you see here has already been treated once off camera in a pre-treatment to remove a lot of the buildup oxidation. And you could see, especially in the spinner here, where we did a little bit extra work as a test, it's really starting to clean up nicely. But we're going to need another oxidation removal treatment, and then polish it, or potentially do multiple rounds thereof to get rid of this. So using the California Custom aluminum deoxidizer, we're going to go ahead and saturate this rag, get good and soaked, and we're just going to go up and down. Now this is a two-part system, so you need to add the purple after you've gotten the green, otherwise they don't really have any effect. All right, now we're on the right engine. You may say, hey, this looks a little bit shiny, and that's because it does. This one was worked twice. So that one had 1 round already. This one had 2 rounds, including a little extra elbow grease for myself, really just trying to understand what's needed to get these things clean. So there's this top panel here is looking better than the side panel, which that one's looking better than this one, but when we're done, this is all gonna be beautiful. All right, so same thing as the other side. Let's give it a good soak and get this deoxidizer soaking in here. This prop in particular was overhauled about 3 Hobbs hours before this plane was stored. Can you imagine that? 3 hours. This got overhauled. The plane was put in annual. It flew for 3 hours in 2005. The plane was put in annual again, right on schedule. And then the owner bought an L-39, as I understand it. Likes his toys. Can't blame him for moving up jets. All right, now we got to have some fun here with the purple. Now the purple, the way this works is you just put a little bit on at a time. You rub it in until it starts to become clear. So go ahead and start with a few drops, and we'll start polishing it in. The labor of love, airplanes, tell you. Like all metal polishes, there's something in here to provide a little bit of grit. But really, it's the chemical reaction that does the magic. All right, 2/3 of the way done. And we're gonna come back and do it again. It's really nice and clean. I don't know what the ATIS says for the weather outside. Those gusts, holy moly. That's good for this dirty rag. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, and then we're gonna hit it with a clean rag. Now we're gonna take a nice, fresh, clean shop towel and remove everything else we can see down to a polish. Now you can see clearly there's a shine. Clearly there's a polish where the oxidation has been fully removed. And what used to be huge pockets of oxidation are now much, much smaller, but they are there. So what we're gonna do is we'll get both of these spinners completely clean, and then I'm gonna get lunch, because I am hungry. All right, so here's an up close look at the spinners after several rounds of polishing. So in this one in particular, this is the left-hand engine. This has received 2 rounds of polishing. Now, as I get up close, I'll try to get it where you can get a decent look. You see all those splotches, that's still oxidation remaining. That said, despite the imperfection due to the residual oxidation, it does look good. From a distance, it's shiny, it's clean. Thanks everybody, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.